What's up, YouTube? Pink Reaper here, back finally after a couple days with another chip code exhibition, another folder exhibition for Mega Man Battle Network 3. So I want to apologize for how I didn't have anything to upload for the last couple days. This folder that I want to show off requires a very specific style, and unfortunately it took me a very long time to get. As you can see, I am now Elect Custom style again. But as you might also see, I have 931 bug frags and 625,000 Zenny. It took me a long time to get this style changed. So to go through it for a second, when I last recorded, I was Wood Custom. And then between then and now, I got Fire Bug as my style. Then I got Wood Custom again, which I had to refuse, because if I take that style and style change again, and the element that I got then was electric, I had no way of getting from custom to custom while keeping that electric style. So I got one style change, refused it, got another style change to Wood Team, got another style change to Aqua Custom, again, had to refuse it, then to Aqua Bug, and then finally to Elect Custom. So I got like 5 style changes, which each take about 100 battles in order to get my style change. So, what was with that stutter? I don't know what that was about. So what you're not seeing here either is the fact that those 931 bug frags, that's after I've already put like 2,000 of them into the bug frag trader, and then that's to say nothing of the like 75 like these numbers are really low, but that's only because like see Shockwave and Cannon that I have these 17s of and 15 of Gutsman 4. That's only because I put about 100 of each of those individual chips into chip traders as well. So anyway, the folder I'm going to be showing off right now, the one that I've been wanting to show off, is actually one of my favorites. I think it's a really funny, fun folder. It's I refer to it as the G code folder, but because of the way I built it this time, it's actually more asterisk than anything else. And it's finally time to show off that folder, but before we do that, there's something else I want to talk about. Before we do that, we need to talk about parallel universes. Okay, not really. Actually, what I want to talk to you about is full custom versus fast gauge. So in my folders, I generally have full custom or fast gauge preset as my preset chip, and I've gotten the question a few times why I have fast gauge preset in my Plantman folder but not full custom, especially since I have it preset in my B folder. The answer comes down to time, and to fully explain what I mean, I need to talk about the actual custom gauge itself. With no modifications, the custom gauge takes around 9 seconds to fill. Fast gauge drops that by about 50%, taking it to roughly 4.5 seconds. And full custom does exactly what it says, and it just fills it 100% instantly on use. When comparing the two, full custom is obviously superior for the initial turn, as it allows you to attack, then re-enter the custom menu in the shortest amount of time. Technically, you can't do it in 0 seconds, but we'll assume that that's actually, or we'll pretend that's actually what happens. However, on continuing terms, you get diminishing returns, having to wait the full 9 seconds to reach the custom gauge again, or the custom menu again. To put that in perspective, for 2 optimal terms with fast gauge and full custom, you'll still have to wait 9 seconds for both overall. 4.5 seconds for the first and second turns of fast gauge, and 0 seconds for the first turn of full custom, then 9 seconds for the second turn. However, on the third draw, you'll have to have waited 13 seconds with fast gauge and 18 seconds with full custom. And then continuing from there, it's 17 and 27, 21 and 36, so on and so forth. Obviously, with a well-made folder, you won't actually have to go to the custom menu that many times. You won't need that many number of draws. But it's still worth consideration when choosing a preset. In my P-code folder, the draw what I draw isn't necessarily as important as getting back to the custom menu as quickly as possible. Because the folder focuses heavily on chips that paralyze and chips that... Oops, don't want to show off that too early. On chips that paralyze the opponent, drawing only one attacking chip at a time doesn't really hinder it as long as I can get back to the custom menu and continue to draw chips that will paralyze. For my B folder, where the chips I need are very specific, boosting chips for Bubble Man and the specific chips for 2x Hero or 2x Hero or Deuce Hero in that folder, full custom is superior. It allows me to cycle chips very quickly. Furthermore, as the damage in that folder is very high compared to the Plant Man folder, it should only take 2 to 3 draws to actually defeat my opponent anyways. So the point of all this is that the chip I choose, my regular chip, is about optimizing battle time. In Plant Man, my battle time is optimized by returning to the custom menu as quickly as possible to get out paralyzing attacks. In the B code folder, my battle time is optimized by getting out 2 incredibly strong attacks as fast as possible, because that'll allow me to kill basically anything anyways. Because my G code folder has lower damage output than with the B code folder, I have fast gauge preset in that folder. However, for certain other folders I'll be showing off where the damage output is much higher in one attack, I will have full custom preset in those folders. Okay, now with all that said, let's actually take a look at the folder. So this is what I call my G-code folder, but it would be more correct, I guess, right now to call it the asterisk folder. So I have 4 Airshot 3s, asterisk, one Dash Attack G, 1 Sensor G. The Sensor G is really just there to fill out the folder, because I didn't have other chips that are technically obtainable in this game, but that I just don't have, that I would have put in this folder otherwise. 4 Medic Gel 2Gs, 2 Rook asterisk, 1 Guard asterisk, 4 Rock Cube asterisks, Fast Gauge preset, 1 Invis, 2 Shadow, 1 Mole 2 asterisk, Ice Stage G, and then I have Lightning and Bolt, both asterisk, Godstone S, and this is the only time you will see me put a chip in a folder that does not match the folder's code, and I'll explain why in a moment. Poltergeist G, full custom, Gutsman version 4, and folder back. So obviously I have one use of the Guts Shoot program advance in here. The reason I have Godstone S in this folder is because this folder is so many asterisk chips that it doesn't break the flow horribly. In a folder like my Plant Man folder, where I have so many P code chips, I would not be able to put a different coded chip into that because I wouldn't be able to use it, essentially. The only asterisk chips I have in that are defensive and boosting by nature. But in this folder, where a bunch of my attacking chips are still asterisk, it is not necessarily bad to have this one Godstone S. And the reason I have it in there is because I have Rock Cubes, so I can have that program advance, Momquake. Momquake is actually the highest amount of damage I can do in this folder, as if my enemy is panel locked by the 4 Metagel 2Gs I have in this folder, every single stone will hit them and not stun them for 200 damage each. I think it's, I want to say it's like 8 stones or something like that. It's a lot. It does a ton of damage. So to actually show off this folder, let's fight Dex real quick. So let's see how we open here. Ooh, I have all 4 Metagel Gs. So let's do this. We used a fast gauge. I need him to be in the back row before I do this. There we go. So, Gutsman will use 1 area steal, which is fine, because once I have him down to 1 panel, he'll area grab, and then I can put him back down to 1 panel again. Ooh, Poltergeist. Now I'm going to show something off Um, so one of the chips in this folder is Poltergeist, obviously, as you can tell. However, the way the game works, you can't have more than 2 objects on the field at once. So placing, you know, 3 stones doesn't work. The folder obviously taps out at its full, or not the folder. Poltergeist taps out at 2 items at 200 damage each, which means it taps out at a full 400 damage. It can't do more than that. I could actually use Godstone, which is hilarious. If I let him destroy these panels again, and then let him have back his, panels. That won't happen though. Oops, I forgot. That's not how that works. Oh well. And we'll show off this actually. I'll do this without Ice Stage so you can fully understand how this works. And then I have Guts shoot in the back if I really need to. Oh, I screwed that up. I'm dumb. Oh well. Let's use... So I'm doing this really poorly, and I'm sorry. But that's okay. Because we win anyway. Let's just get rid of some full. There we go. So anyway, the basic idea of this folder is just to litter the opponent's field with stuff. And then use either Poltergeist or Bolt and Lightning to deal like massive chunks of damage. And then you have the Momquake Program Advance along with Area Stealing to deal just a massive amount of damage all at once. And then you also have the quick combos with, what is it called? Rock Cube plus Air Shot, which can allow you to do 200 damage, you know, just really easily. It also allows you to put Rock Cubes on the opponent's field if you don't draw into Meta Gel Gs, which obviously it's, because I have 4 of them, it's pretty easy to draw into them. But still, if necessary, rather than hitting the opponent with them, which will break the Rock Cubes, you can simply miss them, and they'll just it'll just push the Rock Cube to the back panels. Ooh. Let's see here. How do I want to do this? Proto Man's different. Proto Man has Proto Man has 3 area steals he will use. So in order to make him use up all of his area steals, I'm going to stand right here. Come on, use your area steals. Don't be like this, Proto Man. Okay, fine. Be like this. I don't even care. I'm about to die, actually. So, because of the nature of Rock Cubes... oh, now you do it. Are you serious? You asshole. That's what I get for letting myself take hits multiple times, but... I was just waiting for him to use it, but he didn't. I should also explain this real quick, the difference between Rock Cubes and Rooks. Rooks are essentially invincible. They can be damaged, but only by opposing Mega Men use... that use, what is it called? Breakbuster. That is the only thing that can damage them. Because of that... Okay, you know what? Fuck you, Proto Man. I'm not even gonna wait. If you don't want to do it, you're not gonna do it. Because of that, they are the superior defensive option to Rock Cubes, which can only take 200 points of damage. For instance, because Proto Man's sword does 200 damage, he will kill me in one hit. Or not kill me, kill one of them in one hit if he uses it. I'm actually going to... What do I want to do here? Because of that, because of the fact that I can stand right here and you can't hurt me. This is going to break the Rock Cube. Watch. See? And now he's stuck and he can't do anything. Anyways, as I was trying to say, because the Rock Cubes can be destroyed, but the Rooks cannot, it would actually be superior for me to have 4 Rooks in here as well, and use those as my sort of like litter. The things I place on the field to damage with Bolt, and to damage with Lightning, and to damage with Poltergeist, because they can stop attacks. However, the only way to get Rook Asterisks is from green mystery data in Secret Area 2, and unfortunately I just have not been particularly lucky with that. So I'm using what I have currently, which is just 2. However, it is also worthwhile to use to place Rock Cubes on the field, because again, you can manipulate where those are using air shots. Now, the other thing I want to talk about was the other way I could have built this folder, but unfortunately did not. And that is with... What is it called? There are certain other really good G-code folders that I unfortunately don't have. Not G-code folders, G-code chips. Those being... How do I want to do this? What? That only hits once? That's dumb. Those being No Beam 1, I believe it is, comes in G-code. And obviously more of these, Who's-Its. I can't remember what they're called. Sensors. Sorry, I'm having trouble remembering words right now. No. Proto Man, you're not allowed to move. Goodbye. Sensor 2 obviously comes in G-code. No Beam 1, I actually think comes in asterisk code as well, but it also comes in G-code. No Beam only works when you have a chip, or not a chip, an object behind you, which is obviously very easy to do in this folder because you have so many objects. It also works with sensors. So, another thing you can do with this chip is take out the Guts Shoot Program Advance and the air shots, and put in... Actually, you could just take out the Guts Shoot Program Advance, because with how I'm built right now. Put in 4 Sensor 2Gs, and then replace some of the air shots with No Beam 1Gs, which allows you to paralyze with Sensor, and then attack with a very high attack No Beam. Let me see if I can find that chip to show you how much damage it does. Because they do a lot of damage. They're incredibly high damage chips. They're just very difficult to use. Did I pass it? I didn't pass it. No Beam, where you at? There you are. So see, just No Beam 1 on its own does 200 damage. Unfortunately, No Beam 3 has like awful code, so it can't really be used in anything, but it does, 300 damage. But yeah, and the other thing is this chip can be built, or this folder can be built a slightly different way. I'm using a Let Custom so that I can use Bolt, and I can use Lightning, and I can use Ice Stage to give me an advantage. However, you can build this, if you're a Wood Custom, a slightly different way. That is to take out Lightning and Bolt, and to put in Gaia Blade and Gaia Sword. Both of which obviously come in asterisk, but they also come in G code if you don't have them in asterisks yet. And then you can just sort of pump this full of high damaging chips, so that even when you have a bad draw, you still have access to that one super powerful Gaia Sword and Gaia Blade. The thing I like about this folder is that it's actually super easy to build really early into the game. Metagel 2G is sort of difficult to get. You can't get that until you at least have access to the hospital, which isn't super late in the game, mind you. The air shots can obviously be replaced with any air shots because their damage doesn't matter. And Dash Attack G and Guard is easy to get. Ice Stage G, I think you can only get from chip traders, unfortunately. Although Ice Stage Asterisk is available pretty early through trading. And while stuff like Godstone and Poltergeist are later game chips, they can be replaced with more Guts Shoot program advances, which are available super early in the game. Gutsman 1 and 2, you get pretty much like right at the beginning of the game. You get Gutsman 1 right at the beginning, then you get Gutsman 2 just before you go to Yoka. So this folder is actually buildable really early and can get you all the way through the game pretty easily. It also has some silly combos and silly stuff like that. I'd like to show off the Momquake if I can. I'll try one more time. Ooh, not looking like it. Ugh, and I got Shadows, which do me nothing against this enemy. Because he has sword attacks. I'm going to stand right here. Put that there so I can't miss. That actually canceled his attack. Go me! Oh, and of course now I have Godstone. Oh well. Put that there. Dang it, he can still hit me. Put that there. So now an important thing to know about, and in fact I have them right now, these Metagel chips is that... Oh shit, I used Poltergeist at the wrong... Oh, damn it. Okay, well, doesn't matter, because I'm not actually going to be able to take more than this. They are blocked by anything that's on a panel, so these two Rooks that I had right there would have blocked my Metagels anyways. So it doesn't matter that I kind of screwed that up right there. So I'm not going to be able to area steal him down to one panel, unfortunately. Because I would have not been able to... Because I picked Poltergeist at the wrong time, I put Poltergeist after my... whatchamacallums. My Metagels. The Metagels would have been blocked by that... Oh, doing that wrong. By those Rooks. Sorry, I'm losing my concentration very easily right now. Momquake! Let's do that. Now, it's worth noting, Momquake does paralyze. So obviously it does still work even on just one row, but it does significantly... That was way more than 8 rocks, wasn't it? That was way more than 8 rocks. I definitely feel like that was significantly more than 8 rocks. But yeah, Momquake does not activate invincibility frames, so if you have your opponent down to 1 square, it will absolutely murder them. Surprised I haven't gotten Guts Shoot yet. Let's do this. I also have no idea if Poltergeist works with sensor chips. Oh, you bastard. So this is how it was supposed to be done. One more. Dang, that didn't work. So if you're in the transition between two panels, when they use area steal, you can actually block their area steal. Don't really need these. Kind of figured that would happen, but it was worth a try. There's the one more Metagel. How do I want to do this? I just really want to show off the Momquake, like, ownage. I really do. I can put that right there. He can't do anything now. He is stuck. There we go. This is going to show some Momquake ownage. And I have Gut Shoot if I really wanted to use it. And as you can see, that S code doesn't really hurt me too much because a lot of my other a lot of my other chips are just asterisks anyways. So he's dead now. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. There definitely would have been more, but I have been lucky enough to open into 4 Metagels and then immediately into Momquake before, which was cool. I was testing this folder just a little bit to make sure I didn't want to change anything too much. But yeah, that is my quote-unquote G-code folder. In the next one, I'll probably be finally showing off the Darkman folder that my comments have mentioned before. There's a couple of chips I really need to grind for that, and I'm having trouble getting them. So, but here's hoping. Anyways, thanks for watching, guys. This has been Pink Reaper, signing out.